Hey everybody, it's Jackie from Mindwalk. Did you know that Mindwalk has four different main streams, main pillars of walking meditation, mindful walking, and I think the one, even if you don't know Mindwalk, but the one that is used the most is walking with all of your senses. So I was just walking here on my early morning walk, and I could really smell the fall, the autumn, the changing of the seasons in the air. Really, the smell of the leaves, the smell of the trees, the smell of the wet grass and the wet leaves. It's so amazing. So I wanted to bring you along on one of the walking meditation techniques, which is walking with your senses. And we have different approaches. One, sometimes we use all our senses, like we watch, we smell, we feel, we taste. And sometimes we narrow that down and we just listen. And over here I am in a beautiful forest, but I can also hear the highway. So that's already a good starting point, because if you narrow down your senses, you can also choose what you want to listen to. I don't want to listen to the highway, so I can choose to listen to the birds. I can choose to listen to my feet that are touching the leaves. So it's really nice to play with the walking and opening up your senses. So I want to bring you along, and if you have the time, you can do this for 5 to 10 minutes. You don't always have to go on a long walk. Of course, it's nice to do long walks, but what we try to teach with Mindwalk is also how can you implement this in daily life. And sometimes you have a 5-minute break, or you have a 15-minute break, but you can only go outside for 5 minutes. And if you go outside, we're gonna do this for a short 5 to 10 minutes exercise. If you go outside, I want you to just start walking without any instructions. You just start walking and start looking around. So you see whatever there is to see. Over here, I can really see the seasons changing. I'll let you see that. You can see the colors of the trees, they are changing. They're about to let go of their leaves, which is very nice. And I want you to in your own environment also just look at, what do you see? You see grass, you see trees, flowers, or maybe you're not in a beautiful natural place. Maybe you're see a butterfly. Maybe you're at an industrial area, or you're in a city. You can walk with your senses wide open everywhere. And the beautiful thing is that if you open up your senses and you start walking with your senses open, you can really reconnect to your own nature and to nature, even if it's an artificial environment. I once was in Las Vegas, and in the middle of that crazy city with all these colorful buildings and all these fast lights, colors, noises, I started walking, and then all of a sudden I stand still because there was this there were just a couple plants and flowers planted, and there were birds like sweet little birds, and it was very dry and there were only stones and sand in it, but they really were washing themselves in the sand. So if you open, you're like really shaking the feathers and crawling up into the sand. So if you open up your senses, you can see the beauty of nature everywhere, even if it's if it's in a city or industrial area. So just start walking and start watching. That's the first instruction. And if you do that for like 1-2 minutes, we already done it for a couple minutes, then you start listening. And like I said at the beginning of this video, you can listen to the noises that you don't like that much. For example, the highway over there. But you can also change my focus, the same as you can do in life. And Mindwalk also likes to give you tools for life. And if I change my focus with listening to the things I don't like, I can do that with my thoughts as well. But we're not going there yet. Not now, not today. But remember that changing your focus from listening things you don't want to hear to listen things you want to hear, that also goes for your thoughts. So now I'm gonna listen to the birds. And what do you hear in your environment? What are the natural things in your surroundings? I can hear my feet walking through the leaves. I can hear the birds. And if I bring it closer to myself, I can also hear my breath. And I want to invite you to experience that as well. So I'm taking you on a journey where you're gonna listen first to all the sounds far away, then to the sounds closer, and then to the sounds very, very close. Like your own breath. And this way, you're connecting to your own nature. That's how easy it is to connect to your own nature. So we looked around, we listened, and now I want to invite you to smell. I am fortunate that I'm walking this beautiful area where we have really the seasonal change and a lot of mosquitoes. The seasonal change, and with the seasonal change there comes this beautiful smell as well. I don't even know if beautiful is the right word. It's just an amazing smell if the seasons are changing. If you go from summer to fall, it just smells so good. And now I'm walking next to the water. Here's water. I don't know if you can see it. And I can smell. It's the water mixing up with the earth, with the mud. It's a very special smell as well. So try to just open up your senses and smell whatever there is to smell in your around you. Maybe if you walk with a group of people, you can smell the perfume of somebody else or your own perfume. If you walk in a city, there's different smells than if you walk in the forest or on the beach. On the beach, you even have the smell. Well, of course, that's different from from different countries. I was gonna say on the beach you have the smell combined with the salt, but that's when I think of the beach, that's what I think of. But of course, there's many beaches that don't have that combination of smell. So you smell whatever there is to smell. And then the last one we're gonna do together, I want you to feel. Feel your feet on the ground, the connection with the earth. Maybe you feel a soft breeze. And I'm always amazed when I feel the different layers of hot and cold in the air. Maybe you can feel that as well. And maybe you can also feel that your face feels different, like the hot and the cold from your hands. And maybe your feet feel different as well. So the fourth one is feel. And that's my small little exercise for you today. Maybe you walk with me while you listen to me, or maybe you write down these 4 particular areas of senses. So the first one is you just watch around. You first look at everything, and then you start maybe narrow it down a little bit. You watch the colors. I always say over here we have so many different colors of green. Then the second one was you're gonna listen to the sounds far away, and then listen to the sounds closer to you, and then connect with your own nature, so your own listen to your own breath. Then we're gonna smell everything that you can smell. And then the last one is gonna be feeling. So those 4 take 2 to 3 minutes each, depending on how much time you have. If you only have 5 minutes, then you just do 1 minute each. It's already very mindful to do this exercise for 5 minutes only. So enjoy this exercise and hope to see you in my next video.